I always try to take time to pray and ponder about what aspect of this detox to focus on. Thank you, Sage. Now, pull out the Palo Santo. I can't find my lighters, so I'm using matches. There we go. I love this stuff. When I was probably about 23 or 24, my dad asked me how I was doing. And I said, Dad, I am just so tired. And he said, Clara, let's come up with a better word. And so we talked about synonyms for tired and the different meanings that they have. And the word that I actually came up with at the end of our conversation was weary. I am weary. This process has been exhausting. It's been, it's been exhausting physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and probably very chemically as well. I was thinking about it as I was doing the sage and the Palo Santo, and I realized I feel like I am running a race right now. Also, if you can hear that snoring, is my dog. I feel like I'm running a race right now. When I ran my first marathon, I was just cruising. I was doing really good until mile 20. I was running like sub 8-minute miles, just going for it. I was probably third or fourth place out of the women. I felt great. At mile 20, my knee locked up and I started to cry. And I had to walk a full mile with a locked up leg that wouldn't bend, crying and angry and so mad that I wasn't finishing the race how I wanted to. I ended up being able to run again, and I finished running the last 5 miles a bit slower, but I did finish the race. And right now, I feel like this week 5 is my 20th mile. I am tired. I'm locking up. I just want to cry. And I just want to be finished with the process. I want to be done. I want to just be back to how I was. I want to feel normal again. I want to have my normal energy levels. I want all of it to be back. But I've got 2 more weeks, 5 more miles. I got to walk this. I've got to walk this mile and then finish the run for this coming week. This last week, this week 5, has felt like such a haze. I have felt like I've been in a hazy brain fog. The sleeplessness is catching up to me. I lost my voice over the weekend a bit. It's still feeling lost. I got sick. I have just been so tired. I don't even know how to convey that. I've been so weary, as my dad helped me come up with that word a few years ago. Well, like 10 years ago. And like I said, I am just so ready for this to be done. Although I want to just reiterate, I am so beyond grateful for this experience of sharing what it has been like for me going off of antidepressants. It has been so good for me to be so present and aware and in tune with my body and what my body is trying to tell me and what's going on in my brain and my heart and apparently my stomach, because my stomach has been a huge part of this. This week, I have gotten a few random, really intense headaches. It's like the last stretch of this is causing a lot of those things in my head. Last night, I fell asleep during bedtime with my son for an hour. And when I finally woke up, I went downstairs, talked to my husband for a little bit, and came back upstairs and fell back asleep, which, yeah, I know I've been complaining a lot about sleeplessness, but also just like, it's finally caught up to me, guys. My sleeplessness is now, I'm still pretty sleepless. I've only had 2 solid good nights of sleep this week, but I'm also just falling asleep now, I guess. There was one morning this week where my son came to wake me up, and I could not wake up, and he was sitting in bed beside me playing with his dinosaurs while I was like fighting the battle in my brain, saying, Clara, get up, wake up. And then I just fall asleep again. It's crazy, guys. The stuff that goes on in your head is crazy, and I can understand why it's hard for so many people to get off of their antidepressants. It's exhausting to get off of them. The dependency in your mind is crazy, and I imagine the longer you're on antidepressants, the harder it is to get off. And so I'm grateful I went into it knowing that I had a distinct end date in my head. Sorry, I'm going to be yawning a lot. I'm exhausted. Another thing that I've talked quite a bit about is my motivation has dwindled. My motivation to go to the gym is like dead and gone. Luckily, I have a pretty persistent gym buddy, so I'm going to get back at it next week, and I hope that helps me. I hope that's like like what I was saying earlier, like the last 5 miles. Hopefully going to the gym next week will be like how I was able to muscle through the last 5 miles of my marathon. And so I'm really hoping for that. Pray for me that I can get to the gym. I know this is controversial, but I'm going to go tanning. I need the sunlight, or I need the vitamin D. I need that feeling. So I'm going to go tanning as a way to help me through the last week as well. I have been still feeling pretty meh about food, which anybody who knows me knows I love my food. I love food. And the fact that I haven't been hungry or feeling like I want to eat is crazy. Like, I seriously love food, guys. It's really hard. I actually have a shirt that I used to wear when I could fit into it, and it said, I run because I really love food, and that is true. That's one of my main motivations for exercise, is so I can eat more. And so not wanting to eat is, especially for this extended period of time, usually I'll go through like a week or two of not wanting to eat, but it's been like 5 weeks. And that's a lot of weeks. So I'm hoping to get back my appetite here soon. And life is just feeling like a fog. When I sit down at night to write in my journal, I sit down and I'm like, oh my gosh, what day is it? What did I do this morning? What has time been up to? It's like so crazy. I can't figure it out. Anybody who has gone through this process, let me know what your experience has been in the comments, please. Have you felt this fizzle, this lack of motivation, this haze, this fog? I genuinely want to know, and if you're willing to leave your thoughts in the comments, that would be amazing. I will read all the comments, I always do, and I will respond to all the comments, because we are stronger together. I've been saying this, I think, every week since I started, that suffering in silence doesn't benefit anybody, and least of all, it benefits you. And so please share your thoughts and comments, because I just want to know. I'm just really curious. I know I haven't really shared much in this video in regards to insights, but I'm not even exaggerating when I say my brain fog is so strong right now. My exhaustion, my weariness is so strong that like I can feel it right here. This block in my mind that's blocking me from sharing more. And I know this video is super short, and it's gonna stay short. I just don't have a lot to say. I'm just so tired. Oh man, I don't even know how else to say it. I'm just tired and sleepy. I forgot to mention though, I did do online shopping again yesterday, and you know what I bought? Sweatpants. I've never thought I'd buy sweatpants from the internet, but I did. So I've got a pair of sweatpants coming my way. Anyways, I'm just so tired. Sorry I don't have more to share. I really want to share more. It's just I'm so tired that my brain cannot it can't think of anything to share other than I've just been feeling those ways. So thank you guys for following. Sorry this is so short and I'm not sharing more. But hopefully this gives you great insight to how this process is going. I'm on the 20th mile of my antidepressant marathon. I'm tired. My knees are locking up. Next week is my 5 miles left, and it's gonna be a good 5 miles. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna eat nutritional food. And it's gonna be a good week, guys. It's gonna be a good week. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to this video, or subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave your comments in the comment section. I want to know if you can relate to the marathon analogy or whatever physical exertion you prefer to put yourself through. I'm just curious to know if y'all have felt this way too, because shoot, I need the validation that I'm not crazy. Anyways, I hope you have a great Sunday. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have a great coming week. All right. Bye. Thanks for following along.